All right, it's the continuation with G.L.U.E. Radio. Mr. Royce here, and me, I'm Dave, Mr. Miller, the Culture Arts Ambassador. What happened here at the library is an exhibit that I've done to commemorate Juneteenth. What we're doing with this, we're actually promoting literacy. What better place than the library? So all this right here was given to us by the Smithsonian. This was made by, this is artifacts from the National Museum of African American History and Culture here. So the Smithsonian created these panels, and I'm able to curate for this. So what happened on Juneteenth, June 19th, I have people here viewing this stuff, and it's all about African American history. We do know that Africans was brought here within the 1600s, and they helped build a lot of this nation. So this is almost like a little timeline capsule of a lot of stuff that happened. Freedom is never given, it's won. That's a powerful statement right there. I feel like Mr. Royce right here, he liked this one, a sense of place.
That's my favorite one right there.
Correct. So a sense of place is everybody wants to feel wanted. A lot of people suffer from not being appreciated. So yeah, that's a good thing. And I want you guys to know, here in Florida, the West Side Gazette is Broward County's oldest and largest African American owned and operated newspaper, right? So that's a good thing. And again, just look at this work as it's coming down to date. Yeah, we learned a lot. And again, this is to promote literacy. All these panels have something to read about culture. Culture shapes lives. And my saying is culture provides solutions to social problems. Culture provides solutions to social problems. So we all know about the Harlem Renaissance. My man over here from New York, we giving tours and all of this stuff. The power of performance. So we remember the Apollo Theater. This is entertainment for the community, and it was known nationwide what was going on in Harlem at that time. A soundtrack to stories. Look, this is hip hop, but this is all old school stuff. I don't want to get into the reading of it. You have to have came and been able to see the exhibit. This right here, image is power. We do know that they control imagery, and the imagery controls our thought, our perception of what's happening. Imagery does that. You see it and you believe it, right? So this right here was just a picture of some boys out of the Bronx. We understand that the Bronx kind of created hip hop. And this right here is it's lovely because it's artwork, it's not an actual picture. But look at the class of how it's closely knit, a little stylistic with the pinky eye. I guess that's tea time, But freeing yourself was one thing. Claiming ownership that freed yourself, that freed self was another. Ownership of that freed self, your free self, the ownership of it was another thing from freeing yourself. So we had to understand that we had to start becoming the owners of our freedom and the things that we do. Things that we do, meaning we as creators and people that once we free, that don't mean be reckless and renegades. That means you have to be responsible for your community and your culture. We allow a lot of other cultures into our culture, and that waters us down. It turns us into them more than anything else. So again, that's what the building looked like in Washington, D.C. This is where all these artifacts come from. Thanks to the Smithsonian. Thank you, Sample McDougal Historical Preservation Society, for allowing me to do what I do, And that's just one little thing that the Culture Arts Ambassador will bring. Shout outs to G.L.U.E.Movement Radio.
It's your boy, Brother Royce.